Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of the contest.
And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yeah, still certainly been leaning heavily on him.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Tonali. Livramento making good progress on the right-hand side. Gordon. Hall. Share. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Alanga. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Moved on forwards. And he's picked out the run. Savinho! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Gordon succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Foden. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, he's found him in space. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Foden. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Savinho. And here's Haaland. Savinho. Rodri. Decent chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Foden wins the duel this time. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Savinho. Nouri. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Nice control. That's a throw. And it's Rodri. Foden. Rodri. Foden. And here's Bernardo Silva. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Chance here to counter. Proves too strong. And it's played forward.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Foden. Nouri. Spread out to the left. That's tidy. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, smashing header! And that has been clubbed away. Savinho. That has found him in acres of space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They've certainly set out to cause a
Chance for a shot!
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Share. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Tonali. Bernardo Silva. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Savinho. And that's aimed into the middle.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tonali. Gordon. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Foden. He is just caressing the ball. Lewis. Tonali. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes is onto it in a flash. Elanga. Tonali. Elanga. And it's Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Stones shifted upfield. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Foden. Oh, nice touch. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva!
Okay, it didn't come off, but it was clever. A nice little dummy.
Alanga. Rodri, that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. There could be trouble here. And for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Gordon, Bruno Guimaraes, over to the left, Hall swings it across, Stones tries to clear, Rodri, if you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Bernardo Silva, Ignoring, Savinho, lovely bit of skill, and here's Savinho, Ignoring,
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Picks it up out wide. Savinho gets rid without sophistication. And it's Hall. Oh, that's nice. Gordon. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tonali. Aim forwards. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Savinho. Bernardo Silva spreads it out wide. Livramento, early ball out from the back. Savinho.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Savinho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Donnarumma getting this one clear. Tonali. Alanga. Livramento. Foden. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bernardo Silva with the short one. Can he deliver? Crossed into the box.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And it's Guimaraes. Gordon. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Gordon, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Botman gently done. Ciao. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Lewis. Foden. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Out to the left it goes. Gordon. Gordon. Foden. Foden has a look inside the box. Foden. Lewis. Clipped into space. Now it's Savinho. Savinho, and he whips it in.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Savinho clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Tonali. Looks as though there's been a call to arms here for those 6-foot plenties to head towards the penalty area.
Yeah, they've got plenty targets awaiting, so they'll be looking to get on the end of anything that gets played into the box.
Stones. Guardiola forwards and with intent. Rory. Guardiola chooses to go cross-field. Rodri. Lewis. And it's Rodri. Foden providing an outlet on that flank. Up he goes! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Hall. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. Tonali laid out to the left flank. That's good play. A chance to play it in. Gordon takes a shot. Tries to get it clear. Hit into the middle. That is good defending. It's been repelled. Elanga. In again. That is a brilliant interception. Foden. Aim forwards. And he's found a way past. Savinho. Over to the left. Lewis. Chow gets it away. It's gone out for a throw-in. And it's Rodri. And here's Haaland. Haaland! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bernardo Silva, who's short. So who's he picking out? And the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, that was no routine save.
Savinho is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. He's on it, can he get away? Haaland goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Rodri. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Spread out to the left. And he decides to cross it. It's an excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Hall. Tonali, and it's played forward. Savinho, and here's Haaland. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Bernardo Silva, and here's Haaland. Haaland! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Elanga. So good work on the right flank here. He's cut it out. And here's Gordon. It's a good-looking delivery. No, that's not going to find its target. Gordon! It's there! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, He took his time and he put it where very few can.
Has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Applies the finish!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. That's really well manoeuvred. Nouri. Looks to the other side. Foden. Showing good feet. Rodri. He's had a shot! That was mighty close. Tonali. Gordon. Hall. That'll be a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Bernardo Silva. And it's Lewis. And it's played into the middle. Pope claims it. Safe hands. Savinho. Haaland. Cher. Bruno Guimaraes. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Out to the left it goes. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. Haaland. Nice physical challenge. Tonali. Elanga. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Savinho. Over to the left. Played into the middle. Bruno Guimaraes. Cher. Cher gently done. And he goes cross-field. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Livramento. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Savinho. That's really well manoeuvred. Savinho in acres of space out wide. Elanga. Bernardo Silva, gently done. Haaland! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
He's done very well to get to that.
Elanga actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now that's well seen too. Tonali. Ciao. Elanga. Tonali. Aim forwards.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Dieter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Nuri. Savinho. Nuri. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hall. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. Muscular approach does pay off here. Haaland absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's played forward. Savinho. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Livramento. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. Now it's Haaland. And that could set him on his way. Haaland. Savinho. Oh, that's a nice ball. That's the keeper's ball. Hall. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Haaland. Savinho. Nuri. Bernardo Silva. Nuri. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. That is lovely. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Cross goes in there. Lewis has overhit that horribly. Tonali. Elanga. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Livramento. Elanga. Tonali. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Gordon! And he's following up! And there's the shot! No, he's missed it.
They're probably getting frustrated by the lack of chances, I suppose. Rodri, Foden,
Bernardo Silva, Rodri forwards and with intent. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Oh, such a clever touch. Time to deliver. Now this could be a... And Bernardo Silva! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, what a time for the captain to step up and put his team in front again, but while it doesn't necessarily guarantee a win here, it's a wonderful early boost in this second half.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Gordon. Hall. Lovely feet. Oh, it's come loose. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And it's hoisted clear. Hall. And it's Tonali. This might spell danger. Nouri. Stones. Stones shifted upfield. Oh, that's nice. Rodri.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Lewis puts them all in. Tonali. Elanga. Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Hall. Rodri. Nouri. Played towards the other side. Foden. Rodri. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. His gloves on it, nice and calm. Gordon. Gordon, head over towards the opposite flank. Tonali. Played out wide. Now who's going to be first to this? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Stones. Rodri, gently done. Oh, sweet feet. Foden, that's been drilled in. Lobbed in behind. They're well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Very nicely done. But it's Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Gordon. Gordon tries looking up for options on the left. Showing good feet. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Gordon. Savinho. Rodri. Foden. Lewis. Rodri. And here's Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
With the clearance. It'll be a throw-in. And the shot! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Shad, and it goes cross-field. Livramento. Elanga. Shea. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. And it's Hall. Hall, that header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Moved on forwards. Fabinho. Nouri looks to the other side. And here's Haaland. Great defending, strong and determined. Rodri. Good chance here!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Gordon, who's on a run down the left wing. Gordon. Crossing. Keeper has taken decisive action. Referee's given a throw. Tonali. Now it's Gordon. He's fouled him there.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's been taken short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Tonali plays it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Tonali. Bruno Guimaraes. Nice control. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Botman. Livramento. Elanga. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, what? And a chance! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rodri. Ruben Dias, gently done. Needs to throw. Tonali. Proves too strong. Now it's Foden. Ruben Dias. Guardiola shifted upfield. And here's Haaland. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Savinho. There are a few waiting for it. Bernardo Silva. Into the channel. Savinho. Now here's the delivery. Too much distance on that. Tonali, aim forwards. Elanga. Livramento. Bruno Guimaraes. Gordon. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Savinho. Bernardo Silva wins the duel this time. Tries a measured ball. Can he get onto this? Bruno Guimaraes. Hall. Gordon. He's making a real surge on the left. It's a throw. Hall. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Livramento cuts it out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one, and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gordon. Gordon, who's hurtling down that left-hand side. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And it's Lewis. And here's Haaland. Shoots! Ball is there, and he can get that clear. Elanga. Bruno Guimaraes. Livramento. Elanga. Livramento. A chance to play it in. Shot a goal! And that could have brought them level.
Oh, that was so poor. A very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious.
Rodri. Foden has created one goal already. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Elanga. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Oh, such a clever touch. Aim forwards.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played in by Foden. Oh, he's dealt with that well.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Gordon. Hall. Tonali, and it's played forward. Played out to the right. Oh, look at the space here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Savinho. Savinho's cross.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Tonali, that's really well manoeuvred. Gordon. Oh, nice touch. Can he deliver? That's good play. Chance! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Lewis. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Vardio. Ruben Diaz. And that's a throw. Livramento. Elanga.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Haaland. Now it's Savinho. He's in space and looking for options. Succumbs to the pressure. Now then, the ball's come loose.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Gently done. And it's Livramento. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Vardio. The final 5 minutes. I think we're just about done here. Lewis. Out to the right. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Vardio. And here's Savinho. Played in deep. And that has been cleared. Corner. Tries to clear. And he's managed to get free.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Stones can get it clear and claimed it back swiftly.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Hall. Gordon. Now is this the final assault? Gordon's cross.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Nice physical challenge.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite. probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Gordon. Tonali laid out to the left flank. Gordon. It is now or never. Time is against them. No question, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That was travelling. And here's Haaland. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Gordon. Foden. Move to stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And there's green grass ahead of him. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Share. Play crossfield, changing the point of attack. Livramento. Can he latch on to this? Savinho, Rodri, Rory. It's a lovely, neat pass. That has been cut short. Gordon. Bruno Guimaraes. Rory. Vardio. Ruben Dias, played out towards the right wing. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Tonali. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was good, a terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came